Maharashtra, India. Just outside the city of Aurangabad lies the Ellora Caves, a series of rock-cut temples, shrines, and monasteries carved out of a massive basalt cliff stretching for more than a mile. Constructed by a series of dynasties that ruled India between the 6th and 10th century AD, this extraordinary complex is an unparalleled monument to the diverse spirituality of India.
The Ellora Caves is a religious site that are a series of cave temples in Western India. And it is one of the most breathtaking structures in all of South Asia, if not the world. It is comprised of 34 different caves. 32 of the caves are proper cave temples, while 2 of them are rock-cut, freestanding temples. 17 of them are Hindu, 12 are Buddhist, and 5 are Jain. This particular part of India had many important trade routes, and the rulers there also had a great diversity of religions. It was the duty of the king to make everyone feel welcome.
While the Ellora Caves symbolize an era of religious harmony in India, their beauty and precision also represent a true mystery of ancient engineering. And the site's most baffling construction is the Kailasa temple, built in the 8th century AD and spanning an area of about 300 feet long, 175 feet wide, and 100 feet tall. It's the largest monolithic temple in the world.
For Kailasa temple to replicate it today would be nigh to impossible. Part of the mystery is trying to reverse engineer what they did and how they made this. So normally you build a building by starting with a ground plan and building up. Here, these are rock cut, which means you start from the top and you work your way down, chiseling the material out to make it look like it was built from the bottom up. So basically, you're building these things in a way upside down. And the skill of producing this and the geometry, it doesn't exist anymore today. We don't have any way to understand exactly how they were doing this.
So you have to scoop out the rocks and then build the temple. It's like a piece of sculpture. And there has to be a blueprint in order to carve such a temple, but there has been no evidence of finding a blueprint or even mentioning that there was a blueprint. So is it mentally imagined? Or maybe they used small replica, like a model of a temple that they had on the side. We don't know. There are no any written documents. So we are totally baffled. It's an enigmatic temple.
3 million cubic square feet was the amount of stone that was removed. And that is another of the big mysteries here. Where did it go? How did they move it? It's still an enigma because just to be there, to walk in that space, you have a multi-storied building of immaculate beauty and complexity that is a single piece of stone. The curvatures and the sculptural tableau are so intricate, so beautiful, and so profound. It's hard to conceive that anyone could do it, even with modern technology.
It's estimated that 200,000 tons of stone were removed to create Kailasa Temple, the equivalent of 2 U.S. Navy aircraft carriers. And what makes this exquisite structure even more extraordinary is how quickly it was constructed.
Kailasa Temple was allegedly built in less than 20 years, which has left a lot of people wondering how, by what means or methods, they accomplished such a feat. And especially if we're thinking that the site was built about 1,400 years ago, this is doubly impressive. So there have been certain hypotheses that there were certain tools that vibrated at certain frequencies that were used to break down the rock. Magnetism might have been used. but there's no hard evidence for any of these building methods and no record of how these methods were deployed on the site.
Could some kind of lost technology have been used in the temple's construction? Well, it's certainly a possibility. But legend has it that there may have been some supernatural assistance at the Ellora caves. And according to local folklore, secrets may still be hiding deep inside the mountain.
There is this 13th century work known as the Lila Charitra that tells the story of the visit of Chakradhara, this great Hindu sage, into the vicinity of Ellora. And he's traveling there with his disciples, and they need to find refuge for the night. So they go and spend the night at the caves of Ellora. They start hearing strange voices emerging from out of the beautiful sculptures that surround them. And some of them start having odd visions, and one of the disciples turns to Chakradhara and asks, how could these possibly be built? What is this structure? And the master says, this whole mountain is filled with hidden chambers and all kinds of hidden tunnels, and no one knows their entrances or their exits. And so this is probably the story of the start, that there are all kinds of hidden caves. And that lends to a lot of later speculation as well.
There are legends that the Kailasa temple was constructed by the gods themselves, or certainly that they had a hand in its construction. And this, therefore, suggests the possibility that a lost technology was actually involved. So, whatever way you look at this is an extraordinary achievement for humanity, and one that we still cannot explain to this day.